Gwe Akpijlazi, hello and welcome once again to the Colchester Legion Stadium here in Truro, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Pictou Sports, and today on Petter Pictou Sports through AOTV, we have for you the bronze medal game of the 2022 Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Provincial Hockey Championship Tournament. This game is being brought to you by the silver level sponsor for the tournament, Macquarie's PharmaSave, and it will feature as the visiting team the Dartmouth Whalers, and the home team for this game will be the Halifax Wolverines. It's the battle of the bridges, the battle for the bronze, right here in the hub city of Truro. Let's take a little look at how each of these teams got here. We'll start with the Wolverines. They came into this tournament as the number 3 seed after finishing 3rd overall in the regular season. They had a record of 21-9-3. They ended up scoring 125 goals, giving up 105. They went on to the playoff series where they played the Gulls, won that series, got here, and came in as the number 3 seed. They went through the round robin with a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, and a tie. That gave them the number 2 seed in the semifinals, where they were the home team against the Warewell Bombers. But the Bombers brought a little bit of extra life to the second meeting in the same day between those two teams, and the Bombers got the 5-1 victory, which is what put the Wolverines into this bronze medal game. For the Whalers, they finished the regular season in 6th place with a record of 19-13-1. But because of a couple of upsets, they came into this tournament as the 4th seed. They beat the Novas in their playoff series to get to this tournament. They finished the round robin with a record of 2-2, tied with both the Bearcats and the Bombers. They had a +1 on their goal differential, same as the Bombers. However, because the goal ratio was slightly better for the Bombers, the Whalers were finished as the 4th place team in the round robin. They had to take on the number 1 seed, the Rangers, and the Whalers were simply outmanned in that semifinal game, a 6-0 victory for the Rangers. You look at this Dartmouth team, the story of this tournament has been injuries for them. One of the key injuries that they've had has been one of their star players, that being, I just need to make sure I get the first name right here because I don't want to get it wrong, Trevor Tremblay, who was a defenseman for the Whalers this year. He severed his Achilles tendon in a game against these Wolverines about 3 weeks ago. They haven't had him for the entire tournament. They also had one of their goaltenders, Roman Young, go down in a game in this tournament against the Rangers. That was the third game of the round robin, excuse me. So they've been with Parker Cool as their only goaltender for the extent of the remainder of this tournament. They've been playing shorthanded, but despite that, they fought through, they've battled hard, and they are into this bronze medal game. The Wolverines, they have had some fantastic play all through their lineup. Jordan Rittenberg in net has been spectacular. A couple of players have really stood out. Easton Schlender has had a great tournament in my mind. Another player who's really stood out for me on the back end has been their captain, Kenzie Wagner. And one guy who maybe flies a little bit under the radar for the Halifax Wolverines is Thomas Tran. He's only 5'3", but if you watch his shot, you're reminded of another player from Nova Scotia, a guy from over on Cape Breton Island around the Port Hood area. You might remember him from a few years in the NHL, Al McInnes. Thomas Tran has a slap shot that is McInnes-esque in how hard it is. And when you look at the size of Tran, you think, how does he get a shot like this? Well, he is a strong young man. He stands hard on his skates, and he is going to be a big key in this game for the Wolverines. The battle of the bridges, the battle for the bronze. It's coming up right here, right now on AOTV for Petter Pictou Sports. Let's take it down to ice level as the Zamboni finishes up its laps and get ready for what promises to be a very exciting, very entertaining game between these two rivals. To say that there's no love lost between these teams would be a bit of an understatement, as one of their most recent meetings was a bit of a domination by the Wolverines. We talked about it a little bit in the opening. That was actually the game that Trevor Tremblay injured his, or not just injured, severed his Achilles tendon. And so the memories are long, and it will be a chance for the Whalers to get some revenge for that loss that they suffered that day. Not only the loss in that game, but the loss of their player, Trevor Tremblay. Looking at the other meetings that those two teams have had this season, we've got to go back a little bit further to find those other meetings. Dartmouth winning a meeting in early or in late February, 9-1 over Halifax. And then that meeting that I was talking about, it was an 11-3 final for the Wolverines, 9-1 the final for Dartmouth in February, and then you go back to October and Dartmouth won that game by a score of 8-3. So surprisingly, 3 games that have all been relatively one-sided, 2 of them going the favor of the Whalers, 1 going the favor of the Wolverines, and this one to determine who gets to carry home the bronze medals in this tournament and for this season for the Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League. The bronze medal game, as mentioned. Later on today, we'll have the gold medal game at 1 o'clock, and that one also will determine which Nova Scotia team will go on to represent the province at the Atlantics in Quispamsis. Speaking of Atlantics, we have to give a big shout-out and wish good luck to a pair of Nova Scotia teams who are playing for Atlantic Championships today. Starting with the U18 Major Boys League or team, the Halifax McDonald's, who are taking on the Moncton Flyers in the game in Paradise, Newfoundland. That'll get going in about an hour and a half or so. The winner of that game will represent the Atlantic region at the TELUS Cup, which is being hosted by Sydney Mitsubishi Rush, but is being played over in Okotoks, Alberta. Also today, another matchup of New Brunswick versus Nova Scotia. The Northern Subway Selects taking on the Edza West Reds for the right to represent the Atlantic region at the Esso Cup in the U15 Female Atlantic Championship game, that being played over in Tyne Valley, Prince Edward Island. Parker Cool, as we mentioned, getting the start for the Whalers, as he has been the lone goaltender that the Whalers have had access to since the injury to Roman Young. When I was talking to the coaches of the Whalers yesterday, they said they thought Young might be able to dress today, but he would come in he would be a backup, if anything. And Young not dressing. We'll go through the numbers of Cool and the numbers of Rittenberg, the starting goalie for the Wolverines, in just a moment after the pregame introductions.
A good Sunday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the bronze medal game of the Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championship between the Dartmouth Whalers and the Halifax Wolverines. The Truro Bearcats would like to take this time to acknowledge the support of the official sponsor for this game, our silver level tournament sponsor, Macquarie's Pharmacy. Your on-ice officials for this morning's game, the referees are Dante Coulter and Matt Pace. Your linesmen are Chris Morrissey and Max Ashton. Your official timekeeper today is Brett Hazelton. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to stand, we'll ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Your starting goaltenders for this morning's game for Dartmouth, wearing number 1, Parker Poole, and for the Wolverines, number 33, Jonathan Coombs.
So a bit of a correction there. I had Rittenberg down as the starting goaltender for the Wolverines. It's actually going to be Jonathan Coombs. Parker Poole comes in having appeared in 3 of the previous 5 games. Actually, he's appeared in 4 of the previous 5 games, but started 3 of the previous 5 games. He has a record of 1-2, a 4.61 goals against average, and an .813 save percentage. For Jonathan Coombs, this is just his second start of the tournament. He's 1-0 with a 3.0 goals against average, a .769 save percentage, and we are underway here in the bronze medal game. Whalers starting lineup. The defense, Walker and Jardine. The forward, Stevens, Rhino, and Kiever. For the Wolverines, same starting 5 as they've had for pretty much every game. The back end, Wagner and Tran. The starting forward line of McDougall, Benigno, and Legier. Puck is down in the Halifax zone here in the opening 25 seconds. Down into the corner, played around the boards for Benigno. It's a little bit beyond his reach. It's also beyond the reach of Jardine. Comes out to center, backing up at the puck now is Rhino. He'll play it across to the near side for Walker. Walker gives it back to Jardine. He'll get it ahead. That pass on the wrong side of Rhino. Tran there to get it. He plays it off the boards, but it ends up right on the stick of Kiever. Now Kiever brings it in across the Wolverine blue line. Gets his stick on the puck, but it's turned over to Wagner, who sends it down the length of the ice. Stewart will come back to get it. Icing gets waved off. Stewart behind his own net, being watched there by Lovett. He'll come out from behind the net, play the puck out to center, and it's picked up there by Basso. Basso will play it down into the corner. He and Truen get in there. Truen will get to it first and play it up the wall to Schlender, and it goes off the boards to Darcy. He feeds it up to Beals, but Beals ended up bringing it back into his own zone, and that put the Wolverines into an offside position here with 1:21 gone in the first period. If this is your first time watching one of the games from home and you've been here all weekend, thanks for joining us here. We'll let you know about how to make the broadcast interactive at the next whistle. Right now with the puck, Evans, he gets it in front for Basso. Basso can't get his shot through as it was blocked. Now the puck comes around to the near side boards. Getting to it at the line is Swift, and he'll poke it ahead for Daphne. Daphne has Schlender coming with him. Daphne gets the shot away, but Evans on the back check was able to disrupt his stick enough that he couldn't get much on it. Now Schlender plays it down towards the corner for Lovett. Lovett skates the puck all the way back up to the line. He'll work his way across the top of the zone. Now comes down, gets a shot off. That either hit Schlender or it hit Darcy. Either way, Schlender ends up with the puck. He'll play it across to Truen. Truen backs up to the line, fires it around the boards. It'll come all the way up the wall to Schlender, except it's knocked away from him by Darcy and sent out down the length of the ice. Icing gets waved off as Swift back to get it. He'll play it ahead to, that's Uzochukwu, or sorry, that's Panopoulos, 22, not 24. And the Whalers able to intercept. Opong gets the puck just outside the center line. He crosses center and then dumps the puck in. Back to get it is Bent. He tried to play it to Uzochukwu. It was knocked off, but now Uzochukwu does get it. He'll come ahead, gets the pass across for Proctor, but Opong there to break it up. It went back to Uzochukwu. He tried again to set up Proctor, but that just missed the target. Shot from the point by Bent goes wide and then all the way around the boards. O'Connor has to come out to center to get it. His pass for Uzochukwu slightly off target, and O'Coin will go back and pick up just above his own goal line. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the first period of this bronze medal game. Here's Apostolovsky with the puck now. That pass goes off the skate of Rhino. Rhino has to circle back to pick up. Now trying to get away from the forecheck of McDougall. He takes the puck behind the net, then changes directions as McDougall was doing a good job to try and cut him off. Now the pass across down into the Wolverine zone. Long lead pass finds Benigno. Benigno with the shot. That goes wide, comes off the end boards, picked up by Legier. Legier takes it into the corner, gets rubbed into the boards by Jardine. Coming over to help out is Benigno. He can't get a centering pass through, and Walker will flip it out to center. Puck knocked down with the high stick of Legier, and that'll give us a stoppage with 3:46 gone in the first period. Again, if you've been watching from home all weekend long, you know the next thing I'm going to say, but if it's your first time watching, you can get a hold of us here through the broadcast, send us a message on Twitter at PetterPC_sports. That's PETTERPC_sports. Or reach us on Facebook. The Facebook page is facebook.com/PetterPC Sports. No underscore in that one. PETTER as in my last name, Michael Petter. PC underscore, or no underscore, PC Sports. Benigno plays the puck off the wall. Kiever can't get it settled down as he had Legier all over him. The puck ends up hopping up into the air and hitting someone in the Wolverines bench. And so we'll get a stoppage with 4:05. We mentioned the Wolverines are the home team, and so they get the shorter change for the first and third periods. The layout of Colchester Legion Stadium a little bit different than you might see in most other rinks, as both benches are on the same side of center ice but on opposite sides of the actual ice surface. So the home team gets the advantage of the short change for 2 periods, whereas the visiting team only gets the short change in the second period. And the penalty box also an advantage to the home team, as the penalty box is on the same side of the ice as the home team's bench, so it's a little bit shorter to get across and get a change made after a player comes out of the penalty box. Here's Swift with the puck. He'll play it down into the Whaler end. Back to get it is Walker. Walker trying to get away from the forecheck of Lovett. Takes the puck to the side of his net. Takes a big hit from Schlender as he makes the pass. But he did stand up and make the pass. Now the puck comes back into the Whaler zone. Walker gets it up the boards to Beals. Beals will send it down into the Halifax end. Truro quickly turns it back the other way up to Panopoulos. Panopoulos in across the line, but Daphne was a little bit too far ahead of him, and we'll get an offside with 10:04 left to go here in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of this bronze medal game. It's going to be Kiever taking the draw against Panopoulos, as Sullivan out with Panopoulos and Uzachuku. Stevens now gets taken down as he brings the puck in across the line, able to stay with the puck, gets it to Rhino at the far side of the net. Rhino plays it back around the board. Stevens will get it back to the line for Darcy. Down to Stevens again. Stevens trying to work himself some room. Looks to make a pass, but it's knocked down by Panopoulos. It's back on the stick of Stevens. He'll skate it all the way up the boards, the far side. Now cuts to the middle of the ice. Drops it off to the line for Darcy. Darcy shot, and he scores! Max Darcy. I don't think Jonathan Coombs saw that shot coming in. The way Coombs didn't really react until the puck was almost all the way by him. And for Max Darcy, that will be his first goal, second point of the tournament. Nolan Stevens will get, I believe, the only assist. We'll have to wait for the official word on that. But at 5:31 of the first period, the Dartmouth Whalers strike first in this bronze medal game.
Assist to number 19, Max Darcy, and to number 15, Drew Kiever. Time of that goal, 9 minutes, 29 seconds.
Okay. They They call it as Rhino from Kiever and Darcy. Darcy shot the puck. If Rhino deflected it, okay, Rhino gets the goal. But it was Stevens who carried the puck all around the zone, dropped it off to Darcy, and then Darcy took the shot. So, if anything, it would be Rhino from Darcy and Stevens. But such is the way it goes. In that case, it is Jacob Rhino's 6th goal, 12th point. Although I didn't see a deflection. We'll give the officials the benefit of the doubt on that one. Here's Daphne with the puck now. Puck dumped in. Darcy takes it behind his own net. And the fact that Stevens there's a turnover, and Swift with a shot. Or Benigno with the shot. And Cool had to be sharp on that one. The fact that Stevens didn't get an assist, to me, is highway robbery. Here's Rhino coming in now. Tried to get it over to Stevens, but that pass a little bit too high. Walker will dump it down into the Dartmouth end. Back to get it is O'Coin. He'll launch it ahead. That's knocked down by Uzuchuku. Then he has it knocked off his stick by Stevens. Picked up by Apostolovsky, but he gets stripped of the puck by Uzuchuku, and he'll play it over to to Schlender. Schlender coming in. Schlender can't get a shot away, and the puck goes into the corner, now played up the wall, held in at the line by O'Connor. He tries to get it back down the boards, and it's intercepted by O'Coin, who gives to Kiever. Kiever will bring it out as we approach 8 minutes gone here in the first period. There's a shot by Beals. That gets steered aside. Apostolovsky in the corner. He has it taken from him, and O'Connor will get it up to Schlender. Schlender coming out with Sullivan. Schlender fans on a shot, then tries to make a back pass, and it's broken up by O'Coin, who gets it to the line and just out, or not out, as O'Connor held that puck onside. Schlender now. Back to the line for O'Connor. O'Connor with the shot. Kick save made by Cool. Into the corner, and then the pass back. It's only too many if they actually touch the puck. As the puck goes all the way down the ice, 6.5 gone. Puck out to center, and then tried to get sent back in again by Beals, but it hits the linesperson. Comes to Legier. He'll play it over to Swift. Swift will get it back to O'Connor, ahead for Proctor, and he'll play it into the Dartmouth zone. Knocked down with the high stick by Walker, but the next player to touch it is Legier, so play can go on. Shot, save made, and then the whistle blown as, did the net come loose, or did the referee just lose side of the puck? Hard to say for sure either way. We get a stoppage. Got to send a shout out to Jaden Pridham, watching all the way from from Sweden, cheering for Sullivan. That being Carter Sullivan and the Halifax Wolverines. Thanks, Jaden. Mid-afternoon on a Sunday there in the beautiful country of Sweden. We really do appreciate having you along for the ride, whether you be in Sweden or in British Columbia, as we've had some viewers throughout this tournament, or Germany, or wherever it is. There's a shot blocked by Jardine. And there's another shot from in close, and Cool makes a sharp save. Benigno now trying to go short side with that. Not sure if it was Jardine or Cool who knocked it away, but either way, it comes to the line. Wagner shot blocked by Evans. Evans puts his pass for Basso. Basso takes a hit from Tran, and that sends the puck all the way around the boards. Benigno will get it up to Legier. Here comes Legier in across the line. Legier with the shot, and Darcy deflects that one. It goes wide. Rhino picks up, plays it behind the net. It goes to Benigno, and then off of McDougall's skate, and Cool able to cover up and hang on for a face-off with 5:18 to go here in the first period. We may end up seeing the scoring on that goal get changed. We'll just wait and see if that does take place. Although there seems to be an issue with the online scoring here this morning. So we may not see that occurring. Here's Kiever with the puck now. He'll get it back to Darcy. Darcy back to Kiever. That pass intercepted by Daphne, but he was just outside the line, and with Lovett already in the zone, that'll be an offside with 5:07 or 5:03 left to go in the first period, excuse me. This the 17th game overall of this tournament. Pictou Sports proud to be here for every single one of those games, which is why I sound the way I do. There's Bent with the puck. Gets it ahead for Lovett. Lovett has it taken away from him. Couple of nice moves there. And another one, and what a goal by Nolan Stevens. Steals the puck. Stick handles around a couple of players, including goaltender Jonathan Coombs, And that will definitely be a point for Stevens, as he'll get the unassisted goal, his 7th goal, 8th point of the tournament. I would argue it should be his 9th point of the tournament, but again, that's just based on what I saw. 4:40 or 10:13 the time of the goal, as the Whalers are now ahead by 2. And Apostolovsky gets an assist. I'm not quite sure how or why, as Stevens stole the puck himself. Wagner has to wait for everybody to get onside, then brings the puck across the line. Now he'll send it in deep. I don't want people to think I'm being overly critical of the refs here. They have a very difficult job to do, but sometimes because they're on the ice and they're a little bit closer to the action, they don't see it quite the same way as a person who's a little further to the outside, and so sometimes errors do occur on things like scoring. And there's a shot by the Wolverines, and they score and pull right back to within 1 with 11:10 gone here in the first period. And the face-off, of course, will come back out to neutral ice as the Wolverines get their first goal of the game. And we've had 3 goals here in the first period. 2 by the Whalers, 1 by Halifax. Puck comes to the line, held in by O'Coin. He takes a shot, kick save made by Coombs. Puck comes to Opong, he fires a shot, that gets blocked.
Wolverines goal scored by number 55, Easton Chandler. Assist to number 37, Dawson Swift, at 3 minutes, 50 seconds.
So the goal is Schlender, Easton Schlender, his 3rd goal, 6th point of the tournament, assisted by Dawson Swift at 11:10 to make it 2-1. There's a shot that just goes wide. There's a player without a stick, or whoever it was who was missing the stick has since gone to the bench. It was one of the Dartmouth Whalers. Here's a pass ahead for Beals. Beals will dump the puck in. Back to get it is O'Connor. O'Connor now will carry it up the ice. Brings it all the way across the blue line. Takes the shot. Kick save made there by Cool. Coming the other way, Stevens avoids a hit from McDougall. Gets the puck down, and it'll be picked up there by Legier. Legier drops it off ahead to McDougall now. McDougall has Stevens on him. He's able to turn and get away from Stevens. McDougall will carry it ahead in across the line. His shot blocked by Jardine comes to the line, and we're going to get a hand pass indicated with 2:10 left to go in the first period. (10-3) right now, the shots on goal in favor of the Halifax Wolverines, but the Dartmouth Whalers have been a little bit more efficient with their shooting, as 2 of those 3 goals, one a screenshot from the point that got deflected, the other a beautiful, beautiful deke that was able to get past Coombs, so you really can't blame Coombs for either of the 2 goals that he's given up. McDougall now with the puck, plays it, tried to get it back to the line for Wagner, but that was broken up by Beals. Beals gets it out to center, but then Benino sends it right back across the line. Now Walker will play it over to the far side for Jardine. Jardine flips it high into the air. It comes down right on the stick of Wagner. Wagner up the wall. McDougall tried to get it past Walker. Now the puck back on Walker's stick again. He'll back up with it. Walker looking around at his options. Plays it off the boards. It's picked up by Lovett. Lovett tried to wait for Benino to get onside, but a little bit too much speed there for Ian Lovett, and that results in an offside against the Wolverines with 1:18 left to go here in the first period. Face off just outside the Dartmouth blue line. Lovett and Keever take the draw. Keever wins it, but Dauphney ends up going and picking up the loose puck. It comes down and gets taken by Darcy. He gets it out to center. Here comes Rhino for Stevens. Stevens with a shot and a save made there by Coombs on a puck that changed directions a couple of times. We're into the final minute. O'Connor takes it behind his net. Gets it up the wall to Schlender. Schlender tried to pass it to Lovett. It gets broken up there by Keever. Keever trying to take advantage of the fact that Bent lost his footing. Couldn't get the pass through to Stevens as Lovett does a good job coming back on the back check and breaking up the pass. Now Stewart dumps it in. Bent there to pick up. His pass intercepted by Stevens. Stevens will get it down low. O'Connor there. He'll get it to Schlender. Schlender across the blue line, but has it taken from him by Rhino. Rhino able to get control, and he'll just dump it deep with 12 seconds left to go in the first period. Coombs gathers the puck in and covers it up for a face-off. So we'll get the stoppage with just 9.5 seconds left to go in the first period. And we want to once again remind you that this game, the bronze medal game of the Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championship, being brought to you by the tournament silver level sponsor, Macquarie's PharmaSave, and so many great sponsors to thank. We'll run through the complete list of them here in just a moment as the puck comes up the wall to Opong and the horn sounds to end the first period, and we'll let you know about those tournament sponsors after we tell you that the shots on goal in the first favoring the Wolverines 10-4, but the scoring favors the Whalers by a margin of 2-1. Some of those tournament sponsors, actually I'll send things across the way. No, I'm going to take too long to say this, so I have to do it myself. The gold level sponsor for the tournament, Coltech Windows and Entrance Systems. Silver level sponsor, Macquarie's PharmaSave. Bronze level sponsors, Motor Hub Automotive Group, Stanfields Limited, Dairy Queen, and Birchall McDougall. We're going to take a quick pause while the teams change ends. We'll be back with you in just a few seconds. All right, time to get ready for the start of the second period here. It's going to be Evans and Panopoulos to take the draw. Wolverines, Swift will dump it deep into the Dartmouth zone as the Whalers start this second period with the lead. They will have the short change defending the net to your broadcast right in this second period. There's a shot from Proctor, and the save made by Parker Cool. He'll hang on for the face-off. I was talking to Trevor Tremblay's mom. Tremblay, the Whaler defenseman who was injured 3 weeks ago, and she was telling me about the neat tradition that Tremblay and Jacob Rhino have at the end of warm-ups every game. They play rock, paper, scissors to see who has to go off the ice first at the end of warm-up. And when Tremblay's been injured, they've kept that routine going. It's just that because Tremblay was not in warm-up, Rhino and Tremblay would stand at the door playing rock, paper, scissors, and Rhino wouldn't leave the ice until he won. So, and we got to see that happen. And today, the last time that will happen is both of these players will be moving on, and they'll be going in slightly different directions. Tremblay going to play high school hockey next year. Rhino, we assume, is going to be playing U18 major somewhere. Don't know if it's going to be with Dartmouth Steel Subaru or one of the other metro area teams. Here comes Keever coming in. Keever lost control of the puck before he could get a shot away. It's played out to center. Jardine gets it up to Stevens. Stevens in across the line. Stevens takes it down into the corner. Back behind the net. To the line for Walker. Walker back down the wall, now up to Jardine at the line. He gets it over to Rhino. Rhino's shot steered aside by Coombs. And the Whalers get possession again. Jardine sends it around behind the net. That gets picked up by Swift. He fires it around the boards, but it's held inside onside. Jardine with the shot. Stevens tried to get the deflection, but it ended up going wide. Now Walker sends it towards the net. Truro will glove that down. He'll go in behind the net, get the puck up the wall to Proctor, and Proctor will just flip it down the ice to allow the Wolverines to make a wholesale change. Puck slows up just enough that icing gets waved off. Long lead pass for Rhino. Rhino looking across to Stevens, who had a little bit of room but couldn't settle the puck down. And Luc Legier able to come back and intercept, but his pass just slightly off target as McDougall couldn't handle it. And it ends up going the length of the ice for an icing call with 2:25 gone here in the second period. And I know you can't quite see it, but as I look down directly in front of me here, I see 3 Dartmouth Whaler players who all are not dressed today. And we talked about the injury bug. Of course, when you're talking about playing your 6th game in 4 days, everybody's going to have some bumps and bruises and nicks and whatnot. But the Whalers, at the point where they have 3 players not dressed, Halifax does have their full roster at least available to them. Whether they're at 100% or not is another question. Here's Tran with the puck now. He'll dump it in. And it comes off the end boards, picked up there by Darcy. Darcy works it ahead to Apostolovsky. Apostolovsky coming through center, gets it across the blue line. Picked up by McPhee. His shot gets steered aside. Now behind the net, trying to work himself some space is Wagner, but he's got a couple of forecheckers on him. Wagner now trying to tie up the puck. Gets some help from Legier. Legier gets it as far as the line, held in there. Now there's a shot from Darcy. Puck comes back to Darcy again. That shot, or it wasn't a shot, it was a pass intended for Beals, but it goes off the mark, and out come the Wolverines. Benigno gets it up to McDougall. McDougall gets around Darcy. McDougall out in front and not able to finish it off as Lovett, as Cool gets his pad across and makes a great save. Now Rhino coming the other way. Rhino takes a bump in the corner there from O'Connor. Puck comes to the line. O'Coin, his shot. That goes wide off the end boards. McDougall goes in after it, gets there against Stevens, and he'll just launch it down the ice, and that'll be another icing call against the Wolverines here with 4:12 gone in this second period. Whalers with lots of sustained pressure here in the early stages of this second period. They've had the Halifax Wolverines hemmed into their own zone much of this first 4:12. Wagner with the puck. He'll take it behind the net. He'll come out now. Plays it off the glass and up to Daphne. Daphne comes in across the line, has that puck knocked off his stick. Back down to Daphne again. He'll play it into the corner. And Opong there trying to fight against a couple of Wolverine forecheckers. Puck comes loose with Schlender. Schlender comes out in front, gets the shot away, but Parker Cool with the save. And he'll hang on for a face-off with 4:45 now gone here in this second period. Although we still have almost 2 full periods of this game and a gold medal game left, time to start promoting our next event here on Pictou Sports. We'll be bringing you the Maritime Hockey North Junior C Championships, being hosted by the East Hants Ryerson Construction Penguins. That'll be starting on Wednesday. We'll have all 8 games from that event, 6 round robin, 1 semifinal, and the final. And you can catch all of those on Pictou Sports. Here comes Evans now. He's got Apostolovsky with him. Evans with the shot. And the save made by Jonathan Coombs as he's able to flash the leather and make the stop with just under 5 minutes gone here in this second period.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can check your 50-50 tickets at
Okay.
this line. This morning's draws were
Face off to the
the following numbers.
left of the Wolverine net. Panopoulos gets waved out of the draw. Uzochukwu comes in to take it. Whalers win the face-off. Jardine with the shot, and that goes just wide. Apostolowski now trying to send it to the front. That's cleared away. Wagner sends it into the near corner. It comes out with Truen. Truen up to Uzochukwu. He can't get his pass through to Panopoulos, but now Truen will pick up the puck and carry it across the line. His shot blocked by Basso. Now Truen chases it down in the corner. He'll bring it up the wall, stop at the half boards, and send it down to Panopoulos behind the net. Coming out with it, Uzochukwu. He gives back to Panopoulos. Panopoulos turns and shoots, and the save made by Parker Cool, and he will hang on for another face-off. 9:21 left to go here in the second period. As we mentioned, these teams in their 3 regular season meetings, all 3 games relatively one-sided. The Whalers winning 2, the Wolverines winning the most recent one. There's a shot and a save made by Cool, but he wasn't able to cover up the rebound. Rhino gets to the puck. He'll play it up to Stevens. Stevens gives to McPhee, back to Stevens. There's a shot that goes high into the glass. Rhino plays it back to the line to Stewart. Stewart looked to get it back down to Rhino, but it hopped over his stick, and Wagner is there. He'll poke it ahead, knocked down at the line by Darcy. Now Rhino trying to set up McPhee, but laying out and making a nice play there to break that up was once again Kenzie Wagner. Wagner gets the puck, plays it around to the far side. Stevens will get to the puck first, throws it towards the net. Coombs kicks it out, and Benigno will get it ahead to Legier. Legier poked it forward. It gets picked up just inside the Dartmouth line by Darcy. He plays it ahead for Rhino. Rhino with the shot and the blocker save made by Coombs. 6:40 gone here in the second period. Whalers leading it 2-1 after a pair of first period goals. Wolverines responded with one of their own back in the first as well. McDougall dumps the puck in. Back to get it is Darcy. Max Darcy gets it ahead. Apostolowski now avoids a check, brings the puck in across the line, has O'Coin coming up with him, but 2 against 5, the Whalers not able to make those numbers work, and the Wolverines turned it over and got it as far as the Whaler line, and then it's sent back down the ice. This time it's going to be an icing against Dartmouth with 7:17 gone here in the second period. Once again, don't forget to tune back in at 1 o'clock this afternoon Atlantic time for the provincial championship game, the culmination of an entire season of hard work for this entire league and for the 2 teams in particular who will be participating, that being the top-seeded Rangers and the Wherwell Bombers. But right now we still have lots left to go in this bronze medal matchup. Opong with the puck, he'll get it out to center. Truen gets a piece of it. Truen back into his own zone, being watched by Apostolowski. Apostolowski creates a turnover. Now battling with Truen. Truen able to win it back and get it up to Daphne. Puck down the length of the ice. Icing gets waved off as Schlender and Opong go in with the race. Schlender will end up with the puck, play it around the boards, try to get it to Swift. It goes beyond him, and instead we'll get a shot from Sullivan. And Parker Cool makes the save there with exactly 7 minutes on the clock in this second period. Puck goes around the boards. Picked up there by Jardine. He'll get it to the line and out just past Tran. Tran able to chase it down and send it back in. Jardine knocks that down, gets it over to Walker. Walker's cross-ice pass blocked by Proctor, and Proctor will send the Whalers all the way back into their own zone. Here's a chance in front for Proctor, but Proctor had that puck roll off the back of his stick and go down below the goal line. Uzochukwu now, back to Tran. There we see that slap shot, and it ends up hitting Walker. And that's not even quite the hardest we can see Tran shoot. Here's a chance coming in for Rhino. He gets taken down with a good back check by the captain, Wagner, but then the clearing pass is intercepted by Evans. Evans plays it back to the line for Stewart. Stewart tried to send it back down the boards, but he hits the leg of his own teammate Stevens, and the Whalers have to come back out to center. Lead pass gets knocked down by Sullivan, and so the Whalers back in their own zone. Leading the rush now is Max Darcy. Darcy coming through. He gets hit by Bent, and that will allow the Wolverines to pick up and come back. There's a pass across intended for Benigno, but the back check of, was that Darcy? I think it might have been, denied Benigno from getting a shot away. Now the puck comes to the line. McDougall held it onside momentarily, but the second effort from Evans gets it out to center. Evans takes a bump from O'Connor as he dumps it down into the Wolverine zone, where it's picked up by Bent, and Bent will carry out with 5 minutes left here in the second period. Bent plays the puck down around the boards. O'Coin able to pick up that puck. He'll play it to Rhino. Rhino uses the glass to get it around O'Coin. Benigno goes back to get it in center and sends it back deep into the Whaler end. O'Coin plays it ahead. Long lead pass from Keever to Rhino. Rhino looking to get it to Stevens. He connects. There's Stevens with a chance. And what a save there by Jonathan Coombs, as Nolan Stevens coming in dangerously by himself. Not able to get that one past the Wolverine goaltender with 4:33 left in this second period. 2-1 in favor of the Dartmouth Whalers, as it has been since the 11:10 mark of the first period. Puck cleared out to center. Walker back to pick up. He gives to Jardine. Jardine will get it across to Stevens. Stevens sends the puck in deep, and it'll be picked up there by Wagner. Kenzie Wagner out from behind his own net. Works his way ahead. Dumps the puck down the ice. Daphne looking to get to it for the Wolverines. Plays it back towards the area behind the net, but the only one there was Jardine. He gets it out to center. Wagner backs up, gives to Truin. Truin's pass intercepted by Jardine. Jardine gets the puck in as he takes a hit from Wagner. Truin picks up the puck and plays it around to Wagner, the Wolverine captain, ahead to Schlender. Schlender trying to fight through the check of two players. Keever had the puck, but his pass intended for Rhino gets broken up. Now Daphne in across the line. He couldn't go anywhere with that. And Darcy plays it to Keever. Keever will send the puck deep into the Wolverine zone, and Halifax picks up with 3:20 left in period number 2. Sullivan racing to get to the puck, but Basso gets there ahead of him. Basso then goes to dump it in. It ends up hitting McPhee, and Beals takes a hit from Sullivan as he sends the puck down below the goal line. O'Connor with it now. He waits as Beals starts to come toward him on the forecheck. Pass up to Schlender now. Here comes Schlender in across the blue line. Schlender working to the outside, now cutting behind the net. Comes out in front. Puck is loose, and the net ends up getting knocked off of its moorings as the crowd went behind the net, and 2 or 3 players bumped into the back of it, which knocked it loose here with 2:50 left to go in, where are we, the second period. Very well played game so far here in the bronze medal matchup, as you would expect, between two neighboring rivals. The Battle of the Bridges, as it's been coined by some. The battle for the bronze, it is here today. O'Connor, back to pick up now. Pass ahead for Proctor. Proctor goes to dump it in. That goes off of Stewart. Rhino able to pick it up. He gives to Stevens, who sets it up for Keever. Keever didn't like the angle, so went to make a pass to Stevens. He didn't expect it. Now Stewart will pick up the puck. He gives to Stevens. Tried to get it back to Stewart, but it goes down below the goal line. Swift takes a swing at it. Doesn't get much on that. Now Stevens with a shot that goes over the crossbar. Comes all the way around the boards. Keever not able to get to it before it leaves the zone. Across for Stewart. He has it taken away from him, and Sullivan will dump it down deep into the Dartmouth end. Under 2 minutes left to go here, second period. Long lead pass. Rhino deflects it to negate the icing, and now Wagner nearly lost it to Basso, but Tran was able to pick up the loose puck. Basso was able to knock it off of Wagner's stick, but Tran there in support. Now a pass ahead intended for O'Coin. It goes just a little bit behind him, and Wagner able to get to the puck below his own goal line. Puck into the corner. Legier will play it up the wall. Basso holds it in at the line. Legier gets a second chance and does clear the zone that time. 73 seconds left to go in the second period. In behind the net with it is Wagner. He'll make the lead pass up to McDougall. McDougall trying to get around O'Coin as the two number fours battle along the far side wall. McDougall, nice little move, gets the shot, and that's steered away by Cool. 50 seconds left in the second period. To the line, Truen holds it in, fakes the shot, didn't have an angle to shoot with, so plays it down the boards. Now here's Truen with it. Truen looking for a deflection from Schlender, and Schlender did get on the puck to redirect it, but didn't change the angle enough. It ended up going wide. Another deflection attempt by Schlender, but this time Cool able to make the save. Puck goes to the front of the net. It'll get cleared away by Basso. Basso out to center, and he'll dump the puck in and go to the bench for a change with just 7 seconds left in the period now. Truen backs it up. Played up by O'Connor, and that will do it for period number 2. No scoring in that second period. The Wolverines outshoot the Whalers for the second straight period. This time it's only 8-7. The two-period total favors Halifax 18-11. No scoring in that second period. As we once again remind you that this game, the bronze medal game of the Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championship, being brought to you by the tournament level silver level sponsor McQuarrie's PharmaSave. And we also want to acknowledge the tournament sponsors who have been involved all weekend long. The title sponsor, of course, the gold level sponsor, Coltech Windows and Entrance Systems. Silver sponsor, McQuarrie's PharmaSave. Bronze sponsors, Motor Hub Automotive Group, Stanfield's Limited, Dairy Queen, and Birchall McDougall. After 2 periods of play, it is Dartmouth 2, Halifax 1. You are watching the bronze medal game of the 2022 Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championship here on Pictou Sports through AOTV. Welcome back as we get ready for the third period here. The final period of the season for the Halifax Wolverines and the Dartmouth Whalers. Both of these teams having a fantastic year, and for one of these teams, it will end with a medal after 20 more minutes of playing time and possibly more. It's just a one-goal game going into this third period. Whalers with the lead after they picked up goals from Rhino and Stevens in the first period. Wolverines, Easton Schlender did respond with one of his own for the Wolverines, but Dartmouth continues to lead. And while 20 minutes is a long time, they have to feel at least a little bit confident carrying that lead into the third period. For the Wolverines, they know they've got the talent, they know they've got the skill level, and especially again when it's only a one-goal game, you just need one bounce to go your way, one little bit of luck to bounce in your favor. And there's a shot right off the bat by Benigno. That goes just wide. Puck comes up the boards. McDougall takes a bump from Apostolovsky as Apostolovsky gets it out to center for Swift. Or gets it out to center where Swift was waiting for it, rather. And now it's down into the Wolverine zone. Tran will play it off the glass and out. Jardine rolls over Benigno, but the play continues to go down the other way. There's a chance for Legier, and a big save made by Cool. Walker now will get it out to center. Truin knocks that puck down. He'll play it back up the boards. Benigno takes a swing at it and misses, and it'll go down the ice. Legier will get to it in the corner. Gets it out in front for McDougall, and his shot steered aside again by Parker Cool. Around the boards to the line. Swift holds it onside. Takes a hit by Basso as he goes to play it in deep. Now McDougall with the shot. Save made. Puck launched down the ice. And that will be an icing against the Dartmouth Whalers with 1:12 gone here in the third period. Some good pressure here early by Halifax as they get a couple of good shots on Parker Cool, but Cool able to stand up to the test. Lovett will get waved out of the face-off circle. Daphne told he's not allowed to come in to take the draw because he's the one who was in the circle too early. So Schlender takes the draw. The Whalers end up with possession, and it'll be Keever. Keever in across the blue line. Cuts to the outside, working against the captain, Wagner. Wagner will play it around the boards. Darcy knocks it back down low, and Wagner this time will go around to the other side for Tran. He'll work the puck up. That pass just out of the reach of Daphne, and it'll be another icing call, this time against Halifax with 1:39 gone in the third period. I want to take a quick moment to again thank the tournament organizing committee and the Nova Scotia Under 15 Major Hockey League for allowing Pictou Sports and AOTV to be your broadcast partner for this event. It's been fantastic being here all weekend long at the Colchester Legion Stadium, a beautiful facility. There's an offside call against Halifax. And the face-off, Rhino trying to argue that the face-off should go back to the outside of the Halifax line. As his opinion, it was an intentional offside. He's not going to win that argument, though, as the puck does get dropped there in the just outside the Whalers' end. Wagner ends up getting his stick knocked out of his hands. Throws his hands up as he was going in after the puck. And then when he got bumped away from it, he turns back and gets his stick. Stevens plays it over to Darcy, to Walker, to Keever to Stewart. Now it's back with Darcy again. Intended for Rhino, but Tran gets to that puck first. He'll take it back behind his own net. To the line and out. And dump back in by Stewart. Back to get it. Wagner being chased by Beals. Puck comes out to center. Basso will back up with it and get it up again to Beals. Beals trying to get around Tran, but Tran able to poke that puck off his stick. And getting to it is Legier. He'll take it back just in front of his own net, plays it ahead and out to center. Opong there to send it back the other way. And O'Connor will go back behind his own net, stop there, turn, trying to get away from the forecheck of Beals, changes direction again, and now he'll be able to come out with a little bit of space. Puck knocked off of his stick, however, and Beals will pick up, trying to get around Bent, but Bent able to cut off the angle, so Beals just dumps the puck down behind the net. It's played around the boards to the line. O'Kine send it back, but it was quickly turned up by the Wolverines. Here comes a pass from Benigno. McDougall will play it into the corner for Legier. Legier sent it behind the net, but Jardine and McDougall collide. Now Jardine ends up with the puck. He goes to play it up the boards. It hits the referee. Comes bouncing in. And Cool had to be sharp there. Now McDougall with a shot. And the save made by Parker Cool. He'll hang on with 3:55 gone here in the third period. Stay tuned at the end of the game for the presentation of the bronze medals. We'll stay right here for those presentations. And whichever team ends up winning those bronze medals, whether it be the Halifax Wolverines or the Dartmouth Whalers, they will be very deserving, as both of these teams have played so well, not only here today, but all weekend long and all tournament long, or in all season long. Now away from the play, we have a Wolverine player go down. Daphne slow to get up, just now getting to his feet. Now finally we're going to get a stoppage. And didn't see exactly what happened there. It was away from the puck, and Christopher Daphne seemed to be holding his back and now he's got to come back out onto the ice. Daphne back out there after being slow to get up. Not sure. Now he has the puck. He'll play it ahead. Well, he seems to be fine. He's staying out there. Didn't see what happened, but whatever it is, he seems to have recovered. Here comes Apostolovsky now. He gets it down the ice. Tran back to pick up below his own goal line. Puck comes out in front for Evans. His shot. And bouncing at the side of the net. Now down below the goal line. And trying to clear it away from danger, Tran, but it comes into the corner. Several players in there. Now we're going to get a penalty. Boarding is the call with 5:06 gone here in the third period. And it looks like it's going to be Kenzie Wagner who goes off. So we'll finally have the first penalty of the game. I say finally not because there should have been one sooner, but finally because these teams have played so well, there hasn't been a penalty warranted to be called to this point yet. But the Dartmouth Whalers, in the 5 games they've played coming into today at this tournament, have been able to score 7 power play goals. So we're going to have the very dangerous power play of the Whalers get to go to work. Nolan Stevens with 3 of those power play goals. Drew Keever with 2. Jacob Rhino and Jordan Apostolowski with the others. As Wagner goes off for that boarding penalty. And so the Whalers go to work on the power play. Evans plays it down to Apostolowski. Back to Rhino at the point. Rhino fakes the shot, gives to Keever. Keever back to Rhino. Rhino to Keever. Keever down into the corner. Takes the puck to the side of the net and ends up losing his footing and sliding into the net. And so the net gets knocked loose and we'll get a stoppage. 35 seconds gone in the penalty. 5:41 gone here in the third period. And because it was knocked off of the net was knocked loose by a Dartmouth player, the faceoff does come outside of the Halifax end. Keever wins the draw back to Evans. Evans will play it to Rhino. Rhino gets the puck to Keever as Daphne was trying to pressure the pass. Now Keever will drop it to Evans to avoid the pressure from Schlender. Evans in across the line. Comes down the boards, takes a hit from O'Connor. It stays on the puck though. And it comes free now to Apostolowski. He'll come behind the net. Throw it towards the front. Try to get it set up there for Stevens. But not able to get a shot away. Now here's Rhino. He'll tee it up. And the save made. Rebound. And it's cleared away from danger. But not out of the zone. Great effort by Evans there to keep that puck onside. Now the pass for Rhino just gets redirected slightly enough that Rhino has to come out to neutral ice to pick it up. 35 seconds left in the Dartmouth man advantage. Here comes Keever. Cutting to the outside. Stops, turns, plays back. Now to Evans. Across to Rhino, back to Keever. Keever looking for a shooting lane, can't find one. He'll play it back to Evans. Just 15 seconds left in the penalty. Down into the corner for Stevens. Stevens trying to work himself free. Takes it behind the net. Gives to Stewart. Back or to Apostolowski, back to Stevens. Stevens with the shot that goes wide. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5. And the puck gets intercepted by Schlender. Schlender will come out. He's got Wagner with him. Schlender coming in. Schlender makes the move. And what a save by Kuhl. And he's able to find it and cover up for a face-off. A huge save by Parker Kuhl off of Easton Schlender to keep his team in front by a goal. What a save. Parker Kuhl with an incredible save. And he played that just like his last name. So cool and calm. Slightly different spelling, but the same word applies. Parker Kuhl with the save. Puck comes around the boards to Beal. He gets it around for Basso. Basso tried to make a pass across. It was deflected away. It ended up on the stick of Beals anyway. And then Beals took the shot as Sullivan ended up sliding into his own net and knocking it free. So we'll get a stoppage with 7:30 gone here in the third period. McPhee will take the face off for Dartmouth. He lines up his players where he wants them. Wins it right to Beals with the shot. And a beautiful save by Jonathan Coombs. Coombs says, okay, cool, you make a couple nice saves. I'll make a couple nice saves myself. And you and I will keep this goaltending duel going. 2-1 the score for Dartmouth. These two goaltenders both having a very solid game, both making some very good saves, keeping this game far more low scoring than it otherwise might be. Here comes Jardine. Jardine with the shot. And Coombs gets a piece of that with his blocker. Legier now loses it. Gets it back from McPhee. Legier will work his way ahead. Legier coming through center. takes advantage of the fact that Walker lost his footing, gets the puck over to McDougall. McDougall with a shot and a nice save made there by Cool again. Now Legier with another shot. That hits a body in front. Comes to Wagner. His shot blocked by Beals. Wagner again trying to get it down with the backhander. And that gets knocked, but now McDougall will send it towards the net. Save, rebound. Legier with the shot and another save. Now Legier with the puck in the corner. His shot, that goes off the stick of Walker into the end, or into the far corner. McDougall and Basso collide. And Jardine will get the puck down the ice to get the icing and relieve the pressure, as the Wolverines with some good scoring opportunities there to try and tie this game up. But it is not to be yet. Still 11:23 left to go here in the third period. And Dartmouth holding on despite great pressure from the Halifax Wolverines to try and find the tying goal. Lovett waved out of the face-off circle. Coming in to take the draw was Daphne against Keever. Daphne now ends up with the puck at the wall. He ends up losing it as he takes a bump. Keever's pass intercepted by Schlender. Schlender looks to get it to the front of the net for Lovett, but too many white shirts in the way. Now Lovett does get a shot away, and Cool makes the save and hangs on yet again. 11:05 on the clock. All of the scoring in this game coming in the first 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Nothing since. We're now into the last 11 minutes and 5 seconds of this game. And again, an issue with a Wolverine player coming into the circle just a little bit too early. And Schlender, once again, being told you got to make sure you stay outside of the red line until the puck is dropped. Daphne comes in to take the draw. Wolverines get possession, launch it down the ice. That'll be another icing as just a few more seconds tick away. With it only being a one-goal game, the clock really not a factor yet. But as the Wolverines see that the time goes down and down and down, they continue to apply good pressure on the Dartmouth Whalers. There's a shot from Daphne. That hits all that traffic in front. Puck then goes off the side of the net. Evans will get it up to Stevens. Stevens looking to spring Rhino. But and Rhino scores! Jacob Rhino, when it looked like O'Connor had him tied up that he couldn't get a shot away. Rhino able to get his stick on the puck just enough to tip it underneath Jonathan Coombs and give the Dartmouth Whalers a 2-goal lead. What a goal by Jacob Rhino. Rhino second of the game, 7th of the tournament.
Goal scoring his second of the game by number 13, Jacob Rhino. Assist to number 7, Nolan Stevens. And Jace Evans with the assists. So again, Jacob Rhino's 7th goal, 13th point of the tournament, assisted by Nolan Stevens and Jace Evans at 9:20 of the third period. And now Dartmouth with a little bit of insurance. Still lots of time with over 10 minutes left. But that's a big insurance goal for the Dartmouth Whalers here, as we are 2 seconds shy of the midway point of the third period. Face-off will be deep in the Dartmouth zone. McPhee and Legier to take the draw. Legier wins it, but not able to get a shot away was Benigno. Now coming the other way, Basso and Apostolovsky both end up losing the puck. Darcy steps in, but McDougall able to get it out to center. Now McDougall loses it, but Benigno picks up. He'll play it back to Trewin. Trewin gains the red line and dumps the puck in.
around the boards. Behind the net now with it is Stewart. He'll take a look and find Stevens. Stevens, who's had a fantastic game today for the Dartmouth Whalers, gets it across to Basso. Basso takes a bump, gets the better of that exchange though, and the puck ends up staying in the corner. 3-4 players in there now. It comes loose. Taking it away from the wall, McPhee. He gets his stick tied up by McDougall, and McDougall with a good effort gets it out to center. It's played back in, but now Swift gets the pass ahead to Benigno. That's broken up by Jardine, and he'll play it across to Walker with under 9 minutes left. Now here's Evans. He takes a hit from Wagner, and they're going to call a penalty on that one. And it looks like Wagner's going to go off for boarding for the second time in this game. And with 8:45 to go here in the third period, the Dartmouth Whalers lead by 2 and now have a power play. And the clock working in their favor with, even if they don't score on this power play and they're able to take 2 minutes off the clock, we'll be down to 6:45 left. Still lots of time, but those 2 minutes, absolutely precious time for the Wolverines. There's a chance in front. Puck is loose, still jamming away at it. And now it's finally clear. And they score! Jacob Rhino gets another goal. And that's going to make it 4-1. It looked like it was cleared away from danger, but Jacob Rhino able to find it and get the power play goal, his third goal of the game, his second power play goal of the tournament, 8th goal overall, and it's now 4-1. And is that the goal that clinches the bronze medal for the Whalers? 8.5 or 8:15 is a lot of time. We'll have to wait and see. Here's Proctor with the puck, his shot. And now we're going to get another penalty. This one's going to go against Jardine for roughing. So the Halifax Wolverines will get their first power play of the morning. It is still morning. Yes, it's still morning. Oh, my goodness. And as we look at the Halifax Wolverines power play in this tournament, they have 6 power play goals in those first 5 games. Ray McDougall with 3 of them, Jake O'Connor the other 3. McPhee gets waved out of the face-off circle. And coming in to take the draw instead has to be Stewart, and he'll take the face-off against Legier. It's one back to the line to O'Connor for the Wolverines. Actually, they credit that goal to Walker. I thought for sure it was Rhino who took that shot. On the boards. So in that case, it is Matthew Walker's first goal, first point of the tournament, assisted by Keever, Drew Keever, and Luke Jardine on the power play at 11:38. And the Dartmouth Whalers with that 4-1 lead. Face-off has to come out to neutral ice with 7:36 left to go here in the third period. For the Wolverines, this power play with 1:24 left in it really is a must convert, as they and now Legier couldn't quite hold his leg on side. We'll have an offside and another neutral zone face-off with 1:18 left in the penalty. This a must convert for Halifax, as if they don't score, They'll still trail by 3 with 6:07 left by the time that penalty comes to an end. Not saying that they can't come back otherwise, but... And there's another offside as the Whalers doing a very good job of holding the blue line and stopping up the process of the play just enough to deny the Wolverines entry into the zone. This time Bent with it. He'll play it over to Truro. Truro takes a look, now gives to Lovett. Lovett has it knocked off his stick by Stevens, but it ends up bouncing to Doffney. Doffney will bring the puck into the zone. Doffney with the shot, save made, and no opportunity for a rebound as Cool caught that puck and made sure it did not go anywhere. 6:58 left in the third period, 51 seconds left to go in the penalty taken by Luke Jardine for roughing. Puck played back to the line for Bent. Bent gets the shot. That's blocked by Opong. There's a chance for Doffney, and he puts it up into the glass. O'Coin trying to clear the zone. He can't. Stevens also can't, as it was held onside. Now Rhino will take the puck behind his own net. He's got some time, and he'll launch it down the length of the ice. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Under 6.5 to go, third period. Whalers up by 3. Wolverines trying to find a way to come back. Here's Lovett in across the line. Nice little move by Lovett. Gets a shot away. And Parker Cool, as a cucumber, makes the save again. 4 seconds left until the Whalers are back to full strength. Face off will be to Parker Cool's right. Legier and Evans in to take this face off. Played back to the line, Swift. He gets it across to O'Connor. There's a shot and another save as the penalty expires. So the Whalers get the kill, and we're down to the final just over 6 minutes as Halifax has to find a way to get 3 goals. They've put 31 shots at Parker Cool this morning, but Cool has been able to withstand the pressure. Only one has gotten by him. There's a shot and another save by Cool. 31st save of the morning for the Whaler goaltender. And how can you help but be impressed by his effort? A lot of players on this Dartmouth team to be impressed with. A lot of players on this Halifax team to be impressed with as well, including Schlender, who gets a chance. And do they score? Yes, they do. They jam and jam away at it, and I think it might be Easton Schlender getting his second of the game. Just as I was saying how impressive Schlender has been, he gets his second of the game. And it's now 4-2 with still 5:49 left. For the Whalers, that feels like an eternity still left to play, I'm sure. For Halifax, I'm sure they feel the pressure of the clock, but getting that 1 goal back will foster a little bit of hope, or a little bit more hope, I should say. Wagner with a shot deflected, and Cool makes the save and hangs on. Luke Legier gets the lone assist on the goal. Easton Schlender's second of the game, 4th of the tournament, and 7th point. Luke Legier with the assist at 14:11 of period number 3. Now we're going to get another penalty to the Whalers. It's Jardine going off again. So they did not score on their last power play. Wolverines with another chance. There's O'Connor with the shot. Save, rebound, and it's put just wide by Schlender. This time, Jardine's penalty is a cross-checking penalty with 5:36 left. There's a cross-ice pass, and another great save by Cool. Puck is still loose, however. Battle at the side of the net. It comes over to Legier. He'll play it back to the line to Wagner. Wagner goes across for McDougall over to Legier. They score! Don't go away yet, folks. There's still 4:59 left to go, and the Wolverines have pulled to within one. A big power play goal. And I think it's Luke Legier who finished that one off. And the Dartmouth Whalers are going to take their time out, try and what am I trying to say here? Stem the momentum of the Wolverines. 4:59 left to go, third period. 4-3 for the Whalers, but the Wolverines with 2 goals in 50 seconds have closed a 3-goal gap to just 1. And I said when it was 5:49 left, just after the Wolverines scored to make it 4-2, that felt like an eternity. Now 5 full minutes and only a 1-goal margin. So they give the goal to Schlender again, so that's his hat trick. His 3rd straight goal. Will get a stoppage for a hand pass here. Schlender's 3rd goal, 6th point, or 3rd goal of the game, 5th goal overall, and 8th point of the tournament. Luke Legier with an assist, and Ray McDougall at 15:01 on the power play. Now 4:50 left to go in this battle for the bronze medal, and it's now a 1-goal game. Puck dumped into the Halifax zone. O'Connor to Truro. Truro tries to play it around the boards. It hits the referee. He gets it back, plays it up, intended for Legier. That gets knocked down, and now the Whalers with possession, but it's taken away by Halifax. Here's Darcy with it at the line. He sends it back down the boards. It'll go behind the net. Truro will get to it there with 4:21 left to go in the 3rd. Schlender, his pass ahead. Legier does not get his stick on that, so it'll be an icing. Down to 4:13 left. Again, a reminder that we will be sticking around after the game concludes for the presentation of the bronze medals. Whether they go to the Dartmouth Whalers, whether they go to the Halifax Wolverines, will be here for those presentations. Puck cleared down the ice, hustling to get it. Legier out in front for Daphne, but he can't find it. Wagner now with it from the point. He takes a shot. It's loose in front. There's a shot. It goes just wide. Cool may have gotten a piece of it, but it ended up just missing the net. Now Tran with that laser beam of a shot. He sends it wide. Wagner with a shot. That also misses the net. Puck up the wall. Tran has to just play it down the boards as it was sitting right against the wall as it got to him. Battle for the puck. It comes loose. Apostolovsky able to find it, and he'll get it out to center. Back to get it is Wagner. 3.5 left to go here, 3rd period. In behind the net, Wagner being pressured by Apostolovsky. He'll get it over to Tran. Tran gets it ahead to Uzuchukwu. Uzuchukwu sends it down deep. He goes and gets it, gives to Daphne. Daphne trying to bring it out in front. Puck is found by Cool, and he'll cover up and hang on with 3:12 left here in the 3rd period. (37-21) the shots in favor of the Halifax Wolverines. 34 saves by Parker Cool, 17 saves by Jonathan Coombs. Face-off will be to the, it looks like they're going to have the face-off to the left of the Dartmouth goaltender, as a bit of a conversation there in the Dartmouth crease. Now we're ready for the face-off between Legier and Evans. Legier wins it back. Right off of the draw, there's a shot, they score! Jake O'Connor ties the game with 3:09 left to go. And for Luke Legier winning the draw right back to him, that'll be his third assist of the game. Jake O'Connor's fifth goal, fifth point of the tournament. And now we've got ourselves a 3-minute and 9-second game to determine the bronze medalist. But all of the momentum right now with the guys in black and gold.
Halifax, fourth goal scored by number 12, Jake O'Connor. Assist to number 55, Easton Schindler, and to number 27, Luke Legier, at 3 minutes, 9 seconds. That's O'Connor.
Apparently, they give Legier and Schlender both assists. Now here's a chance, and what a save by Coombs. With 2:34 left to go. Forgive me for this, but I don't understand how Easton Schlender gets an assist when the draw is won directly back. Legier put it right onto the stick of O'Connor. O'Connor took a shot. It went in. How do they get 2 assists on that? Again, I don't mean to be critical of the officials. They have a very tough job to do. But that puck went nowhere near Schlender. Here comes Truro. He'll send it in. I just have to call it like I see it. That's Wagner. Gets it down the boards, around to the far side. With it now, Darcy tried to get it up for Beals. There's a shot that goes wide. All the way around. Truro will send it back down low again. Uzachuku gets it out in front, and it'll roll all the way to the far wall. Apostolovsky ahead as we're down to the last 100 seconds. Wolverines trailed 4-1 with under 6 minutes left to go here in the third period. 3 straight goals have tied up this game, and now as the puck gets launched down the ice, we are 1 minute and 25 seconds away from finishing the regulation 50 minutes with a 4-4 tie. And we'll find out if no more goals get scored in these last 85 seconds, what the format's going to be to determine a tiebreaker. Obviously some sort of overtime gets played.
Scored by number 13, Jacob Rhino. 1 assist to number 24, Luke Jardine.
So they change the Whalers' third goal, and they do give it to... They give that goal to Rhino as it should have been, and only 1 assist to Luke Jardine. So Rhino now does get his hat trick. Here's Rhino with the puck. Speaking of him, gets around Tran, gets a shot away. That goes just wide as we're into the final minute of regulation. Walker with a shot, and Coombs able to make the save and hang on. 51.6 seconds left to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of the Wolverine net. Evans and Legier to take the draw. Evans wins it back to the line. There's a shot from Jardine, save made. And the rebound cleared away by Wagner. Up the wall, but held in by Rhino. He'll play it down. O'Connor with it behind the net. 38 seconds left. Pass across to Schlender. His pass broken up by Stevens. He'll send it down the ice, and that'll be an icing with 29.3 on the clock. Face off back down into the Dartmouth zone. And it'll be a timeout by the Halifax Wolverines as they look to draw something up for this final 29.3 second of this third period to see if they can maybe end this game prior to going into whatever format of overtime there is. I tried to look for it. I couldn't see anywhere on the league website what the format is for overtime in the medal game. So your guess is as good as mine. We'll all find out together, I guess. Cool, Keever, Walker, Stevens, Rhino, and Jardine for the Whalers. Coombs, McDougall, Wagner, O'Connor, Legier, and Schlender for the Wolverines. Keever and Legier to take the draw. Keever wins it towards the wall, Legier wins it towards the wall, rather. But then the Whalers get it and get it out to center. Hustling back all the way into his own zone is O'Connor. 18 seconds left. O'Connor takes the puck behind the net. He'll play it ahead to Schlender. Schlender has that pass knocked down. It comes back to him. It'll be knocked away from him just outside the blue line. Sent down the ice. Icing is waved off. 5 seconds left. Rhino behind the net. Tries to get it in front. He can't. And we are going to finish regulation tied at 4 between the Dartmouth Whalers and the Halifax Wolverines. And it looks like we're going to have a 3-minute break. I'm going to take that break as well. I'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. So it's going to be a 15-minute sudden death, sudden victory period, however you want to refer to it. And if we don't have any scoring in the 15 minutes, then we'll see what comes after that. Teams will maintain the same ends, so the Wolverines continue to have the shorter change, and the Whalers continue to have to defend the net further away from their bench. Here we go, ready for this 15-minute overtime period. Wolverines win the draw. Bent with the puck. He gets it over to O'Connor. Next goal wins. McDougall with the puck. He fires a shot. That's blocked. Trying to clear the zone is Basso. He can't get the puck out. Now it is knocked out by Basso, and the Wolverines back to pick up O'Connor with the puck. He'll take it behind his net, stops, turns, changes direction, then goes to make a pass to Bent. That misses Bent. McDougall has to come back and pick up. He takes a bump, and it's Legier getting it to the line. And now O'Connor coming through center. O'Connor fakes the shot and then loses the puck. Legier following up. He couldn't get it gathered in. And here's Stevens coming the other way. Stevens trying to fight through a check. He's not able to do so. Legier comes back and picks up the loose puck. 1 minute gone in the extra period. Here's Rhino intercepting a pass. Rhino with the shot, and the save made by Coombs. Now with it is McDougall, working his way down the left wing, gains the red line, dumps the puck in, and it goes back behind the net, picked up by Jardine. Jardine waiting as Lovett is there to watch him from the other side of the net. Now Jardine still waiting for the breakout to get organized, gets the puck up to Keever. Here's Keever. He'll give to Walker. Walker dumps it in. It comes around the boards. Wagner gets to it, and he'll get it back out to center. Jardine backs up with it to his own blue line. Long pass across the ice. Rhino deflects it down, racing after it. Getting to it first is Wagner. He plays it up the wall. Keever gets it back down low. Wagner there. Keever gets it to the front of the net. Stevens can't quite get a shot away as he couldn't get the puck to settle down enough for him to get that shot. Now Keever holds it in at the line, trying to work it back down the boards, but Lovett there. Now it'll come to Uzuchuku. Uzuchuku gets it down the ice. Not hard enough for an icing. It's hit the other way. It's going to roll right in onto Coombs, so not an icing going that way either. Tran with the puck now. He'll start to work his way ahead. Makes the pass forward for Legier. Here comes Legier working down the right wing. Legier with a shot, and that's deflected, and it goes up into the end glass. Now coming the other way, Apostolovsky coming through center. Gets around Legier, but actually loses control of the puck as they come across the blue line. Now going the other way. Puck sent down deep into the Whalers zone. Back with it is Darcy. He'll stop behind his net, get the pass across. Apostolovsky circles back. Now he'll start to move forward. Gets it over to the near side boards for Stewart. Stewart in across the line. Gets it down to Apostolovsky, who dumps it in deep. Truin back below his own goal. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in the overtime period. Darcy plays it across for Rhino. Rhino with the shot, and that goes wide. Puck comes up the wall. Darcy at the line. No, it gets by him, and here comes McDougall. He's got a man with him. McDougall ends up going off the stick of Rhino, and Cool had to make the save off the deflection from his own player, but he does so. Puck still there. Now it goes to the far wall. McDougall takes a shot, and that'll get cleared ahead. Here comes Rhino now. His pass out of the reach of Stevens. O'Connor goes to get it back into the zone. Lovett now does get it across. Stewart will play it back for Darcy. Ahead to Stevens. Here comes Stevens, working down the right wing side. Has O'Connor all over him. Stevens circles back. Gets the pass across. Keever will pick. No, Keever can't get it. And the Wolverines get it back out to center. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the overtime. Here's Walker with it. He finds Stevens. Stevens will just play the puck in and go off for a change. Coming the other way, here's Tran. Thomas Tran across the red, across the blue. Tran cuts to the outside, being held up by Jardine. Tran tries to center it. Nobody there except Apostolovsky, and he'll come the other way. Apostolovsky in across the blue line, cutting to the outside. Can't get a shot away, goes behind the net, loses control of the puck, picks it back up again. Gets it knocked off his stick a second time. Now it comes to Walker. He'll play it across to the far side, down into the corner. Tran is the only one there. He'll play it ahead. Daphne waiting for it at the blue line. He gets met by Apostolovsky. Coming in to help is Lovett, but it's back with the Dartmouth Whalers. Here comes Darcy. His pass ahead for McPhee. McPhee coming in, drops it off to Apostolovsky. There's a shot. That was going to go wide, but the save made anyway. Puck goes up into the air, stays in play. Just over 10 minutes left to go here in overtime. McDougall with it now. He'll come across the blue line. McDougall cuts to the outside, takes the shot. That goes off the outside of the net and gets picked up by Stewart. Stewart skating the puck ahead. Dumps it down the ice, and that will be an icing with 5:10 gone here in the third period. And so we'll get a face-off in the Dartmouth zone with 9:49 left to go here in the overtime period. Keever and Legier to take this draw. What great back and forth action we've had so far in the first 5 minutes and 15 seconds of this overtime period. Not a big surprise, as the first 50 minutes of this game have been incredibly exciting as well. Puck dumped in, nearly takes off the head of the linesman. There's a chance and a save made by Cool. Play it ahead. Here's Rhino with it. He'll get it across for Stevens. Stevens up across the blue line. Plays it back. There's a chance for Darcy. He couldn't get a shot away. There's a chance. They score! No, they don't! I thought for sure that puck went in. How does it stay out? I have no idea. I have no idea how that puck stayed out of the net. McDougall launches it in right onto Cool. Cool has it jostling around in his equipment. He's able to get it loose. Now the shot right towards me, and it comes over the glass and out of play. 9 minutes left in overtime. Sometimes there are no words. Even when your job is to find the words, sometimes the job is impossible to do because there just aren't any. Puck comes to the line. Wagner not able to get it. Here comes Apostolowski. He's working his way down the wing. Apostolowski cutting to the middle. But a big play by Lovett to knock the puck off his stick. Now it's back out to center again. Walker, he'll get it back to Jardine. Up ahead for Evans. Evans in across the line. Takes a couple of bumps. The puck actually had come loose. And now Uzochukwu ends up overskating the puck. Battle along the far wall. Four players in there. It comes loose. And McPhee pushes it forward. Now Tran with a big hit on his man as the puck rolls to Wagner. 8:25 left to go here in overtime. Pass goes down the length of the ice. Icing is indicated. It won't happen as the puck dies before it reaches the end line. All the way around to neutral ice on the near side. Here comes Evans. He's got McPhee heading to the net. Evans tried to set it up for McPhee, but he couldn't get his stick on that puck. Now coming the other way, here come the Wolverines. In across the line is Schlender. Schlender makes a move, takes a shot, and that goes wide. O'Connor trying to get his stick on it. He'll get it, gets a backhander, but a weak one, and it's able to be picked up by Darcy. Darcy trying to play it ahead for Stevens. Stevens will get it to the line and just out, and O'Connor will play it back to Truen. He'll get it across to McDougall. Back across to the near side for Truen as he gets a pass up to McDougall. McDougall will come and give to Legier. Legier stops at the top of the face-off circle, brings it to the wall, now gets to Truen. Back down the wall for Legier. Centering pass, and that gets deflected, goes all the way into the far side corner. Rhino will send it behind the net, and it's batted up the boards by Darcy. He'll get it to Stevens. Stevens coming through center, heads towards the left wing side, now cuts back to the middle. Stevens can't get a shot away as he was tripped up by Wagner. Wagner gets it out. Now Jardine at his own line plays it to Darcy. To Rhino rather. Rhino swings and misses. Then he is able to dump the puck in off the backhand. 7 minutes left to go in the extra period. Schlender with it now. He'll play it off the boards and down the ice. Picked up by Jardine. Jardine picking up some speed as he comes through center. Ends up overskating the puck, and he has to recover and get it played back down. Wagner there, he'll send it across for O'Connor. O'Connor gets it ahead to Uzochukwu. He takes a bump, but gets the puck out of the zone. It's dumped back in. Now O'Connor on it. He'll give to Wagner. Wagner gets it up to Daphne. Daphne can't get around Walker. Daphne gets back on the puck. He'll dump it in deep. Goes all the way around the boards. Jardine gets there, takes a hit from Schlender as he makes the pass up to Evans. Evans will find his man. That's Basso with the puck. He gains the red line, dumps it in. As 6:15 remains here in the extra frame. Tran plays it ahead for Schlender. Schlender goes to dump it in. It's knocked down by Stewart. He'll play it across for Darcy. Ahead to Keever. He gives to Stewart. Stewart will carry it over the blue line and then give it to, Stevens. As my ability to speak goes, there's a shot. It's deflected by Legier, and it almost went right onto the stick of Keever, but Keever couldn't take advantage, and then the puck cleared out of the zone, ends up hitting a Halifax Wolverine on the bench with 5:46 left to go here in the fourth period. By the way, I never did mention, shots on goal in the third period favored the Wolverines 20-13. The regulation total was 38-24. Shots here in overtime so far, 5-2 in favor of Dartmouth. There's a shot right off the draw, but that puck goes off of the leg of Proctor, up over the glass and out of play, and we'll get another face-off with 5:43 left to go here in the period. And if we have a tie score still at the end of period 4, I hope we get to watch more of this great hockey. Cleared down the length of the ice. Proctor gets to the puck. Proctor with a sharp angle shot and the save made by Cool. Now it'll be cleared up, picked up by Stevens. Stevens working down the left wing side. Stevens drop pass intended for Kiefer, but Proctor was there to break that up. Now Truro plays it up the wall. Proctor will get to that puck and he'll carry it ahead. Gives to McDougall. McDougall has Truro on the near side. Truro with a shot and Cool makes the save and hangs on with 5:13 left to go. And just think, folks, we still have a whole other game left after this one, too. This game for the bronze medal. And you can't tell me that any player, any parent, any coach, anybody involved with either of these organizations doesn't think a bronze medal is important. There's a shot by Schlender. That's blocked, and out to center it goes. Wagner back to get it. He'll give to Tran. Tran with the pass to Lovett. Back to Wagner as they get themselves organized. Here's Tran with it now. He'll gain the red line and dump the puck in. Wrapped around the boards. Lovett will get to it on the near side. He takes a bump from Basso. Walker will get the puck to the line and out. Tran will wait with it. Give to Wagner ahead for Daphne. Daphne deflects it down into the Whaler zone with 4.5 minutes left to go in overtime. Play it across to Jardine. He'll get it up to Basso. Basso met immediately by Daphne. Wagner also coming in to help out as the Whalers try to get the zone cleared. Proctor waiting for the puck to come free. Referee yells at them to move it. It finally does move, and it goes to Walker. Here comes Walker. Out to center. Gains the red line, dumps the puck in. 4:03 to go in overtime. Apostolovsky behind the net, trying to get away from the check of Wagner. He can't. Wagner will get the puck to O'Connor. Under 4 minutes left in overtime. Ahead for Proctor. Proctor finds McDougall. Here comes McDougall coming in. McDougall with a shot. That goes off the outside of the net. Cleared away by Stewart. He gets it to Rhino. Rhino with the pass for Stevens. Stevens brings the puck up the left wing. Stevens stops. Now he'll turn. Cut to the middle. Plays it back to Stewart. Stewart gets it down to Rhino in the corner. He'll give to Kiever. Now to Darcy. Darcy with the shot. And the save made by Coombs. And he'll hang on for a face-off with 3:24 to go here in the overtime period. And as an impartial observer, someone without a dog in this fight, as the expression goes, I would hate to see this game end. I know fans of both teams desperately want their team to win, but this has been such entertaining hockey, I can't imagine watching it come to an end. Here comes McDougall. McDougall drops it off. There's a shot by Legier, and it's steered aside by Cool. Another chance, but that's broken up by Kiever. Kiever now pokes it past O'Connor. Race for the puck. O'Connor gets body position and is able to bump Kiever out of the way. 3 minutes left in overtime. Here comes Legier now. Legier working his way ahead. Plays it into the corner. Comes out of the corner. Legier and Darcy bump, and Rhino will come back and pick up the puck. He'll play it ahead for Stevens. Stevens can't get past Wagner as Wagner ties him up and sends it back down the boards. 2:40 left to go in overtime. Played up the wall. Lovett will intercept that. Here comes Lovett. Down to the corner. Throws it in front. And it comes all the way to the wall. Rhino now gets it ahead to Basso. Here comes Basso in across the line. Basso in front of the net trying to get it to Rhino. But Rhino gets bumped into the goaltender, Coombs, and play goes back the other way. The net. Is the net off? It might be. Play continues on. Here's Walker with the puck now. I think they got the, that's going to be an icing call with 2:07 left to go in the overtime period. And well, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. Back to McDougall. Off of the draw. There's a shot that hits a body in front. Backhand chance for Legier. And I don't know if it was Walker or if it was Cool who blocked that. But either way, it got blocked with 2 minutes left here in the overtime period. Legier and McPhee will take this face-off with 2 minutes in the overtime period. Somebody came in early, so McDougall will come in to take the draw instead of Legier. So it's now McDougall versus McPhee. McDougall wins it back, but it was just out of the reach of Legier, and Apostolovsky will get it out to center. He pokes it ahead for Basso. Basso rubbed into the boards by Schlender. Picking up the puck is Truen. 105 seconds left in the overtime period. Here with it is Schlender. He'll get it across the line. Schlender coming in. Can't get a shot away as Jardine tied up the puck. Now it's up the other way. Here comes Apostolovsky across the red line. Tees it up from the blue, and that goes just wide. Picked up off the end boards by O'Connor. His pass ahead for Schlender. Schlender coming in. Tried to cut through the D. He can't. The puck goes down into the end boards. Schlender gets tied up by Darcy. Trying to work the puck free is, I believe that's Kiever. The puck does come free. Now pass intended for Stevens. And it comes back to Stewart. He'll get it up to Kiever. Into the final minute and 2 seconds. Here comes a chance for Rhino. Rhino coming in. And what a save made by Coombs as he gets just a piece of that puck. And we're going to keep playing with 56 and a half seconds left in overtime. Oh my goodness. Oh. If you're just a fan of hockey, you have got to be loving this game. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Stevens sends it around the boards. Tran picks up below his own goal line. He'll take it back out the near side, try to get it up for Daphne. That's broken up by Kiever. Tran able to get it back. Now he'll play it around to the far side. Wagner, his pass. It goes off of Daphne down the ice. 37 seconds left in overtime. Up the boards to Lovett. Lovett throws it towards the net. And Uzuchukwu on the back post was tied up. Now here comes a chance. Coming in. There's a shot. And Coombs makes the save again. He's been the busier of the two goalies in overtime, and he's come up huge a few times. Now here's Darcy with it. That shot gets deflected, and it'll go up over the glass and out of play with 12.9 seconds left here in the third. I'm going to tell, if any of my students are watching right now, as I've mentioned a couple of times throughout the weekend, my other job when I'm not doing this is to be a part-time math resource teacher. Any of my students are watching right now, I'm going to tell you guys, there will be no talking in class tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I will be doing everything just by writing it on the board. I'm not going to be doing any talking. Jardine gets the puck ahead, and we're going to reach the end of this overtime period with nothing resolved. Shots on goal in the overtime, 12 by the Whalers. So we're going to have a flood, and then we'll come back for a 4-on-4 overtime. Oh, does it get any better than this? I'm genuinely asking, does it get any better than this? Because I don't think it does. Shots after 4 periods of play, 44-32 for the Wolverines. Shots in that first overtime, 12-6 for the Whalers. And we play on. But first, I need to go take a rest for a minute because, my goodness, this has been too much. You are watching the 2022 Coltech Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championships bronze medal game. Dartmouth Whalers, Halifax Wolverines, here on Pictou Sports through AOTV. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the 5th period here at the bronze medal game for the 2022 Coltech Nova Scotia Under 15 Major Hockey League Provincial Championships. Dartmouth Whalers, Halifax Wolverines, obviously still tied. Otherwise, we wouldn't be playing a 5th period. We're going to go to 4-on-4 for this overtime. And then, well, we'll see what happens after that. Oh, my gosh. Meanwhile, the Rangers and the Wherewell Bombers are watching this game from the hallways and getting ready for what's scheduled to be a 1 o'clock start. At this point, start time to be determined. We're not going to say for sure that it's a 1 o'clock start until we know whether it ends up being a 1 o'clock start or not. Either way, we're going to have a bronze medal presentation before we have a gold medal game. Somebody has to win. Sadly, somebody has to lose. Although you look at this game, and whoever comes away empty-handed, the word loser does not apply. This has been one of the best hockey games I have had the pleasure of calling. And I've kept track of how many games I've done. Not all of the broadcasts that I've done have been hockey. I've broadcast some rugby. I've broadcast some baseball and softball and other sporting events. But I've been keeping track just for my own sake. For when I hit certain milestone games, it's kind of special for me to recognize that. This is my 858th broadcast of a sporting event. And I can say that this game ranks up there as one of the most entertaining games I have ever called. I can think of maybe one or two, literally one or two others out of 858 that are going to stick with me the way this game will. A game at the U15 level a few years ago at the Pictou County Wellness Center involving the Gulls stands out as one. The game where the Pictou County Weeks Crushers won the Kent Cup stands out as one. And we're going to have to wait for the entire the entire intermission to run out before we're allowed to start playing. Is that what the issue is? I guess so. So we still have to wait 50 more seconds. But like I said, this game is in the top 3. I did a game, it was the Gulls, and I believe they were called the Bedford Blues at that point. This is going back about 6 or 7 years. And it was for the league championship. It was this exact same tournament, and it was the gold medal game of this exact same tournament 6 or 7 years ago. I can't remember the exact year, but I remember it was for the gold medal, and it was the Gulls and I want to say Bedford Blues before they became the Bedford Blue Battalion Barons. And that game was a double overtime game like this one. And absolutely thrilling, absolutely wonderful to watch. A double overtime game where the Crushers won the Kent Cup. And now this double overtime game for the bronze medal at the Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey Championship is in there in the top 3 out of 858. And what by the end of the day will be 859 if we're ever able to get to it. Rhino goes to play the puck back as this second overtime is 4-on-4, and the Whalers will have the short change as they defend the net to our right. Puck comes up to Rhino. Rhino has it knocked off his stick by Wagner. Wagner down into the corner. Ends up losing it in the skates of the referee, but is able to find it again and gives to McDougall. McDougall, Legier, Tran, and Wagner out there right now for the Wolverines. Of course, as I say that, they make a partial change. There's O'Connor with a shot, and that gets deflected and goes wide. Puck picked up by Stewart. It's Stewart with Darcy, Evans, and Keever at the moment. And, of course, they make a change as I say that. There's a shot by Darcy, and the save made by Jonathan Coombs for the Halifax Wolverines. For Coombs, that's his 29th save of the game. Parker Cool has stopped 40 of 44. I know I don't have any say in who gets picked for players of the game, but I know who both of my picks would be if I had a vote. And the puck comes back to the line. There's a shot blocked in front. Getting to it is Stevens. He's trying to get away from Lovett. Stevens along the near wall just sends the puck to the far side of the ice where there's some empty ice. O'Connor is the first one to it. He'll get it ahead to Schlender, but it's knocked off his stick by Stewart. Darcy gives to Stevens. Stevens in across the line. Has it knocked off his stick by Lovett. Stevens gets it back, sends it down low, and it'll be O'Connor. Whoever scores the game-winning goal obviously will get some serious consideration for player of the game for his team, whichever team that is. But in my mind, the two guys who are right now standing almost 200 feet apart are the two guys who have been incredible. Here's a shot, and Walker I think Coombs may have gotten a piece of that, but it sounded to me like it also hit the outside of the iron as Walker was close. Now the puck rolls in. Truin will clear it away before it gets all the way to Coombs. He plays it around to the other side and up to Schlender. Here comes Schlender. He's got Truin coming up with him. Schlender gets the pass across to Truin, and he scores! Logan Truin gives the Halifax Wolverines the gold medal at 2:40 of the second overtime. And the Halifax Wolverines are able to claim bronze medal winners. The Dartmouth Whalers gave everything they had and then some. And the coaches saying, we want to line up, we want to shake hands before we have the players of the game, because this game has been too good. There has been too much. And wow. Truin with the goal, Schlender with the assist. And for Logan Truin, that's a goal he's going to remember for a long, long time. Wow. So now I'm going to stop talking and just leave the microphone on so we can pick up the audio from across the way for the presentation of the bronze medals, because there is nothing left that I can say.
It is now time for the Macquarie's Pharmacy Players of the Game presentation. We are very pleased to have with us this afternoon and welcome Matthew McCory for the presentations. First, to the winning team, number 55, Eastern Denver. To the losing Dartmouth team, number 18, Landon Bessel. We now proceed to present the bronze medals presentations. Once again, call upon Mr. McCory to make the presentations. Firstly, number 31, Jordan Rittenberg. Number 33, Jonathan Booms. Number 4, Ray McDougall. Number 7, Logan Treeman. Number 8, Carter Sullivan. Number 9, Kinsey Wagner. Number 11, Landon O'Grady. Number 12, Jake O'Connor. Number 15, Thomas Tran. Number 17, Chris Duffy. Number 18, Charlie Fernando. Number 19, Ian Lovett. Number 22, Thomas Panapellis. Number 24, Chiki Wubu Shuyu. Number 27, Luke Legier. Number 24, Cole Bent. Number 37, Dawson Swift. Number 44, Angus Proctor. And number 55, Easton Schindler. Coaches will look after you a little later. Once again, congratulations to the Halifax Wolverines. 5-4 victory in the bronze medal game today. Coming up at 1 o'clock is the gold
shake hands after an incredible game. We're going to sign off for a few minutes. Not quite as long as we thought we were going to have a break between games, because the Dartmouth Whalers and Halifax Wolverines gave us one to remember. And for the Wolverines, it'll be an extra special memory. And for Logan Truen, even more so, as he scored the game-winning goal in double overtime to give Halifax a 5-4 victory over the Dartmouth Whalers. Bombers, Rangers coming up for gold in a few minutes. Until then, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf.